Welcome to our Science 5, Week 6 to 8. Before we start our video lesson, here are virtual class rules. First, I want you to find a silent place where you are comfortable so that you can focus our lesson. Second, watch and listen carefully. Third, after our virtual lesson, you can ask questions to our group chat class. Our lesson for this week is about designing a product out of local, recyclable, solid or liquid materials in making useful product. The objective of this lesson is design a product out of local, recyclable, solid or liquid materials in making useful products. Congratulations! You have already accomplished and understand the concepts and acquiring skills in determining the uses of properties that tells whether materials are useful or harmful. You have also investigated the materials under the effects of two conditions where there are presence or absence of oxygen and the application of heat on materials. I hope you enjoyed learning all these activities while staying at home for your good health and safety. Are you ready in the next journey as a scientist? I hope so. Let us start by looking at the pictures of waste materials found in the kitchen and at home. Examine each picture. Can you recognize the process of way by which you can help to save the environment at home and in the community through waste management? Do you have empty bottles of vinegar, fish sauce, or soy sauce in your kitchen? If you say yes, can you reuse them? Let's find out if you can reuse your empty bottles. Waste management is the process by which material that have been used, broken, disposed, and no longer in good condition. There are 5 R's in waste management: reuse, reduce, recycle, recovered, and repair. These 5 R's in waste management are very important, especially in this time of pandemic that our way of living has been adversely affected by community quarantine and different levels. If you will reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, and repair materials that have been considered as waste, you can contribute a lot in your environment. Examine the pictures. What will you do to show concern for these materials found at home? Let's find out what we can do to this waste found at home. Another way to manage waste in the environment is to reduce the use of plastics. Plastics are non-biodegradable. You learned in the previous lesson that plastics can live for hundreds of years. Thus, you need to reduce the use of plastic. It is better to bring eco bag for storage and keeping of groceries items. Another way to reduce plastic is to have your own tumbler that can be used to limit the use of plastic bottle for drinking. Plastic are good materials to recycle. Recycle is reusing the same materials to make a new product. Plastic bottles can be recycled as flower vase or pencil holder, like for example of these pictures. Another way to manage waste in the environment is to recover. Recover is by looking for replacement of materials that are available in the market, hardware, or in other stores. There are times that this gadget or appliances at home are damaged or lost some of its part. It is not practical to dispose these materials because they can still be recovered. Another way to manage waste in environment is to reusing. Reusing is items at home instead of buying new ones can help to reduce waste. In the kitchen, it is better to replace all the single-use eating utensils like styrofoam cups, water bottles, and paper plates with compostable or reusable alternatives. Instead of using disposable batteries in the running appliances or gadgets, rechargeable batteries are recommended. Another way to manage waste in the environment is to repair. Repair is to fix something that is broken, damaged, split, or not working properly. You can seek help from elders to repair some leaks in the faucet, electrical appliances, and crack in the walls of your home. These are the example of repairing a materials. Another way to manage waste in environment is to reuse. Reuse is some waste in the kitchen. You can collect some materials that can be prepared as organic fertilizer in your garden. This is called composting. Composting is one way to reuse organic materials that may end up in the landfill. This is the example of some materials or waste in your kitchen. You can prepare of this to become an organic fertilizers in your garden. In designing useful products, there are some steps and tips that you may follow to come up with rewarding results of your genuine effort and skills making new product out of local and used materials. Step 1. You have to determine the available local materials that are largely available at home or in your nearby places and community. Second, study the properties of these local materials or used, broken, damaged, repairable materials. Third, create a product that are useful out of these materials by adding some aesthetic sense on them by watching videos, TV, or looking for some references that may guide you in creating new materials. Fourth, as much as possible, seek help from elders to enjoy doing your activities in reducing, reusing, recycling, recover, and repair of materials to design local products that are useful out from these waste materials. Let's have an activity. Prepare the following materials and tools. 1 empty plastic bottle, scissors, any color art paper, glue or paste, and glitters. Again, waste management is the process by which materials that have been used, broken, disposed, and no longer in good conditions. The 5 R's in waste management are reused, reduced, recycled, recovered, and repaired. The values of this lesson is, if you will reduce, reuse, recycle, recover, and repair materials that have been considered as waste, you can contribute a lot in your environment and you can help to save the Mother Earth. Thank you for watching our video lesson. I hope you learn a lot about our lessons. Goodbye! See you next time!